Came out from the bottom, going straight up to the top. Why y'all niggas sleeping, yeah, he punching in the clock. And they call him Mike Man by the Lambo at the lot. And he on his grind and it never ever stop. Came out from the bottom, going straight up to the top. Why y'all niggas sleeping, yeah, he punching in the clock. And they call him Mike Man.
I start getting really intrigued by this subject. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fuck, is life really hard? Carol heard this story a little bit yesterday, but I'm gonna say a little bit better today. I say, is life really hard? So I'll go reach out to one of my coaches and one of my mentors, someone that's been developing me for the last 5 years. And I said, hey, Nick, I said, hey, bro, funny question, man. Is life hard? He says, life is hard. Okay, if you're taking notes, you want to write this down. He says that the physical universe is intended to push back on you. I mean, you got to just look at the stats. There's only a few people that make it, and most people don't. There's only a few people that got all the fucking jewels, and there's some people that don't. Okay, he says that the physical universe is intended to push back. And then he goes, Mike, what has happened for you that changed? I said, well, I started working on myself. I started investing in myself. I started working hard. I stopped smoking weed in the garage with my boys. I started reading books. I started actually mastering skill set. He said, okay, but what like, how do you move and how do you operate? He said, you know, like, what is different about you than your neighbor? I was like, man, come on, bro. I'm a fucking killer. Shit. You know, up here's reality. What are you talking about? I operate with full intentions. He said, stop. He said, stop. He said, you just said it. He said, the difference between you and most people on the planet is you don't see doubt, uncertainty. You don't have those things. What if, maybe. He says, that's good. You're fucking Cyclops from X-Men with the laser beam. He says, that's why you're different. So the physical universe is pushing back. Sometimes we get an unexpected flat tire. Sometimes we get a crack in our windshield. Sometimes, you know, surprise, you know, your daughter, your son has a cavity and you got to go spend $600 on a filling. Sometimes we get these surprises in life and people like, they collapse and it's hard and it's tough. He said, you're just pushing through, and that's the difference. Okay. You guys follow what I'm saying so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So for all the people that are coming on, because there were 60 people when I came on and there's 84 people now. So you guys are giving me dirty looks. I cut myself shaving. It's not herpes. So don't be looking at me like that. I saw you, man. Shit.
It's not herpes.
and anyone who got it, I ain't mad at y'all. Okay, I love y'all. Okay, I just cut my lip. Okay, so now check this out now. So I go do a little research on the subject. Today's all about production. I go do a little research, Fernando. I go like this. Here's a link of the damn video I watched a long time ago. Okay, and it's talking about research on the history of life. Here we go. Some of you guys are gonna like this, and it goes like this. So life on this planet, okay? Yes, I believe in Jesus Christ and all that, but there is something called evolution, okay? You may not want to agree with it, but there is, okay? So when life first started on this planet, billions of years ago, okay, I believe the planet's like 5.6 billion. 4 billion years ago, 3 billion years ago, when life started, there was microorganisms, single cell organisms, Buffy. And these organisms would get energy from the sun. The sun would like cast down energy and they would live, little small organisms. Then the organisms became multi-cell organisms and the little organisms became like plants. You guys follow what I'm saying so far? Yeah, everybody still with me? Okay, so Preston, the plants would get energy from the sun. And then life would continue for another, you know, millions and millions of years. Okay, and then it got more complex. And then there was another set of organisms, animals, that would get their energy not from the sun, but by eating the plants. You follow what I'm saying? Everybody follow what I'm saying? Right? What would happen is if the plant couldn't outproduce the damn, you know, the plant eater, it would go extinct. So these plants had to evolve. They had to like germinate their seeds more faster than the damn thing, right? And then predators came along. Predators weren't first. Predators came after the plant eaters. Click that link. You'll watch what I'm saying. Watch it later. It's fucking awesome. I've been trying to act like I'm all cool and tough. I've been geeking out on animals and biology and all this shit. I'm a low-key nerd. Okay, that's the truth. Okay. Yeah. So I don't tell them that shit. Okay, so now what happened was predators came along. And these predators, they got their energy, not from the sun, not from the plants, but they got most of their energy by consuming, by eating other animals. I go kill that little fish thing, and now, you know, that's how I survive, okay? So what is the point? When I tell you that long-ass story, I tell you that story because from the very beginning of life on planet Earth, things we're trying to kill and trying to destroy. It's like the physical universe trying to push back. You're like a little fish. Uh-oh, the predator. You're like a little plant. Oh, he's eating me. Life is like intended to push back. Okay. So if you ever watch National Geographics, if you ever watch Discovery Channel, you will see, it's sad. I told you this yesterday, Carol. You can see on Instagram, the little gazelle mama would the baby's born right out, just born. And the damn leopard would come and grab the damn baby before he even had a shot at life. Has anyone ever seen anything like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Terrible.
Love National Geographic and Smithsonian channels. They're my favorite.
Yeah, I love all that. That's my first love, animals. So Corey, for me, I'm like, man, that's a hell of a hand. Like the baby came out the womb, the mom jets, and the damn leopard comes. We've seen that. It's fuck. Or you see a lion take over a pride, a male lion, and what do? They kick out the big boy, they kick out the male, and then they kill the little lions, and they take over the pride. The little baby lion getting killed by a big male. Why do I tell you this big story? I tell you this big ass story because life, what I found, is tough. Do you know how tough it is being a damn gazelle in Africa? Do you know how tough it is being a lion? Do you know how tough it is being a hyena? Do you know how tough it is to be a human being? Okay. I'm going to pass this part here, but I'm going to tell you this. You don't need to hear this. Charles Darwin told you this. Okay. Charles Darwin told you this. He said that only the strong survive. Survival of the fittest. You got to be strong-willed. You got to have some intelligence. You have to have some good technical skill. Because if you're not, you're going to get chewed up like the gazelle, or you're going to get chewed up like the person that's low down in life. What I'm saying is life is hard, but a way to get around that is you got to have that fucking intention. You got to have that laser beam every damn day, James, every morning, every afternoon, not when you feel like it, not when you're happy. You got to do that shit every single day. And then you become like Marcus. You go debt, you have $150 million. You do dumb shit like me. You buy a $50,000 watch. Makes no damn sense where I come from. Makes no sense. But I know every fucking day, every second, every minute, I know I'm here. Okay. Guys, what is up? It's your boy, Mike Barron. Thank you for checking out the channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you don't, I'm going to come through this computer screen and close you up my damn self. Let's go. I'll see you at the top.